Hello, everyone. So we're going to begin the Yin Restorative 75-minute class. Since we're all home and we don't have any bolsters or props, we're going to improvise. I grabbed my fluffiest pillow and a blanket and rolled it up. We're not going to use props the whole time. I'll give the option if you don't want to use any or if you do. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna grab my pillow, or if you're close to a wall, you can use the wall. We're gonna do legs up the wall. So if you have a wall, you can go ahead and put your legs up the wall. And if you don't have a wall, if you don't have a wall, no, go ahead. You can use a pillow and put it underneath your hips and then lift your legs up. And if you float them a little bit towards your face, so you can get a little more of a balance. And then once you're here, placing one hand on the lower belly, one hand on the heart space, and start to breathe into the palms of the hands. Taking deep, full breaths here. I'm going to put music on here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. If you would like to put your own music on too. So once we're here with our legs up the wall or on the pillow, breathing into the palms of the hands. Taking deep breaths from the lower belly up to the rib cage, up to the heart space. And exhaling, becoming completely empty, letting it all go. Again, deep belly breath into the lower belly, into the rib cage, into the heart space. Expand, and then exhale. Slower than you would like to out of the nose. Start to slow down your heart rate. Feeling the blood drain out of the feet. Bringing the circulation back to your heart. Giving your heart a little break. The topic of this class will be surrender. Surrendering the mind, surrendering the body, everything that's going on in the world. It's important to find the balance of peace and serenity. Dropping into the body and realizing where you might be holding any stress or tension. Breathing into those areas in your body. Feeling the beat of your heart in your hand. You feel the rising and falling of your belly. The natural movements that occur every moment of our lives. These moments we may not realize, but our body is always working for us. So taking this time to honor your body and thanking it. On your next inhale, slowly start to bend the knees into the chest, releasing your chest and your heart space and opening your arms up to a T. And then from here, slowly start to drop your knees over to the right. If you come off your prop, you can slowly remove it. If you're coming off the wall, you don't have to move anything. Start to breathe into your left side body, your left hip, your left side rib cage, your left shoulder. Even rotating your head over to the right, you can start breathing into the left side of your neck. And on your next inhale, pull your knees back up into your chest and drop them over to your left side. Breathing into the right side body, the right thigh, right hip, right rib cage, right shoulder, right side of the neck. Staying with your breath, taking deep belly breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Then on your next inhale, Use your right arm, bring it over to your left, and roll yourself up all the way to a cross-legged seated position on your mat. And then once you're there, close the eyes, bring the hands to the knees, bring the chin to your chest, and breathe into the back of the neck. Pulling the shoulder blades together and down the back, away from the ears. And on your next inhale, slowly start to roll your right ear to your right shoulder. So feeling a nice long stretch in the left side of the neck. You can extend the left hand out to the left side to get a little bit more of a deeper stretch. Staying with your breath. And on your next inhale, bring your left hand back to your knee, rolling your chin to your chest. And then on your next inhale, roll your left ear to your left shoulder, feeling the stretch on the side of your neck. Extending your right hand out to the side. And breathe. On your next inhale, bring your right hand back to your knee, rolling your chin back down to your chest, and then rolling your neck from side to side, getting a little fluidity in the neck. We hold so much tension in the shoulders, and the trips, and in the necks. And then with slow and steady movements, maybe you find full circles of the neck. Being very gentle and mindful of your movements. Connecting your movements with your breath. Then on your last circle, bring your right ear back to your right shoulder. But this time we'll extend our right hand down to the floor and our left hand over our head, stretching the left side body, keeping the left sit bones grounded, extending from the left sit bones all the way to the fingertips. Maybe bending a little bit in the right elbow, finding length in the rib cage, opening up the side body. With every breath, feel the expansion of your side ribs. With every exhale, maybe settle a little deeper. On your next inhale, bring yourself back to center, hands to knees. Taking a breath here, in through the nose, and out through the nose. On your next inhale, Bring your chin to your chest. And then exhale, roll your left ear to your left shoulder, placing your left hand down to your side. And then inhale your right hand overhead, coming into a side stretch on your right side. Keeping the right sit bones grounded, finding length in the side. Breathing into the side body. On your next inhale, we'll bring you back up to center. Bring your hands to knees. Inhale through the nose, blend the shoulders up to the ears, and then exhale out of the mouth, dropping the shoulders down the back. One more time, inhale, pull the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them down your back, letting it all go. On your next inhale, hands will come overhead, and we're in this cross-legged seated position. One leg will be in the front, one leg behind. And then on your next exhale, fold forward. So you come into a cross-legged forward fold. Trying to keep the spine long, finding length. And then once you find a spot of resistance, start to slowly drop in. Letting the head come down. Breathing into the back side of the body. Notice where your mind goes. Observe your thoughts. But don't identify with them. Using your breath, bring your mind back to the present moment. Bring your mind back to the word surrender. Try to find a place of peace and settle in. Feel the stretch in the hips. Feel the release of the lower back. Slowly start to walk your hands back up to center. And then once you're up to center, however your legs are positioned, switch the position. So if your left leg is on top or in front, put your right leg on top or in front. And then once you're here, slowly start to sorry about that. So your right leg will be in front, and then slowly start to fold all the way down. Maybe you don't make it all the way to your forearms at first. Keep bringing the forehead down. As you sit here, you slowly start to release more and more. So coming back to the word surrender, surrendering the mind into the body and learning to let go. Everything that's going on in the world right now, it's important to have that balance with the mind and the body. Dropping into your body and observing where we might be holding stress and tension. Letting go of any beliefs or tension that keeps us from receiving the benefits that we deserve. The more that we can surrender, the deeper that we're able to go. Not only physically, but mentally. Notice where your mind goes and use your breath to bring you back to the present moment. On your next inhale, slowly start to walk yourself back up to center. And then once you're back up to center, we're going to stay in the seated position. We're going to open our legs and keep our right foot into our inner thigh. So our right foot is in the center point, and our left foot is out to the side. From here, you can open your leg as wide as you would like, or you can bring it in a little closer. If you open it over to the side, turning your chest towards your leg, inhale here, and then exhale, folding forward to frame the foot, the leg. Bringing knee to nose, breathing into the lower back. Try not to hold any tension in the neck. letting the neck be soft. And wherever your body allows you to go, whether it's deep or not, stay with your breath and breathe into the back side of the body. For a little bit of a deeper hamstring stretch, you can flex your toes too, or keep them soft. Couple more deep breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly start to roll yourself up back to center. And then once you're at center, switch the legs, bringing the left foot to the center point and your right foot extended out to the side. You can close the angle as much as you need. And then once you find your position, you're gonna shift your chest towards your leg. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and then exhale, folding forward, keeping the toes flexed or relaxed. Keeping them flexed gives it a little more of a deeper stretch. Once you find a point, slowly start to settle in. On your next inhale, slowly start to walk yourself back to center, keeping eyes closed, downloading. And then once you're all the way back up, I'm going to give two variations here. You can pick which one you prefer. You can either open your legs all the way up, because we're going to be doing a forward fold, or you can bring your legs into a wide diamond shape, whatever feels better on your hamstrings. And then if you would like as well, you can go ahead and grab your pillow or blanket and place it between your legs. So if you have the diamond shape, you can put it between your legs and puff up as much as you need to fold forward and settle in. Or if you have your legs open, walking your hands forward, using the prop to kind of hold you up. If you need a little more support, or you can do it without. And walk your hands forward and just drop in. Feel free to take any variation you would like. And then once you're in that position, come back to your breath. Come back to the surrender of the mind and the body. Letting the earth and the mat within the props support you. Feeling the stretch in the inner legs. Encourage the release of the connective tissue and the fascia with every breath. Yet finding some softness as you break through some of that tension that may have once made you felt stuck or anxious. On your next inhale, start to walk yourself back up to center, removing any props or anything that you may have used. And we're going to come all the way down onto our bellies and come into a Sphinx pose. So once you're on your belly, bringing the forearms in front of you, fingers grounded, palms grounded, pulling the shoulder blades together and down the back. Inhale here, and then exhale, bringing the chin to chest. Feeling a nice stretch in the upper back. And then once you're there, coming back to your breath, coming back to the place of ease and peace. And on your next inhale, slowly start to take your head back up, tucking the toes, bring the hands underneath the shoulders to lift you up, coming back into a child's pose. So knees are wide, big toes to touch, bringing your hips to your heels, and then coming all the way down. Coming into your child's pose. Child's pose is very grounding, which is great for a time where not a lot of grounding may be going on. A lot of chaos. Child's pose is great to come back to your roots. And then once you're in child's pose, maybe massage your forehead left to right, rolling it on the mat. Massaging the frontal lobe of the forehead. From here, start to slowly lift yourself up into a tabletop position, bringing the knees back under the hips. Inhale to lift your right arm up, and then exhale to twist it under your left, threading it through, bringing your hips back down, bringing this into a restorative shoulder stretch, bringing your right ear down. Staying with your breath, maybe extending your left arm out in front. Make sure you're not holding any tension in your jaw. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Coming back to your place of surrender. Letting the mind drift. Letting the body release. On your next inhale, bring your left hand back underneath your shoulder to lift you up, untwisting, opening the shoulder back up. And then exhale, placing the right hand back down on the mat. And then inhale your left arm up. And then exhale, threading it through your right side, placing your left ear down. Hips are to the heels. And then if you would like, you can extend your right arm out in front of you. On your next inhale, slowly start to bring your right hand back underneath your shoulder to lift yourself back up, untwisting. And then exhale, placing your left hand down to the mat, And then from here, we're going to make our way onto our back. So placing either side of your hip down, coming all the way down, extending our legs long, and then bringing our knees into our chest. Wrapping our arms around our knees and rocking side to side. Massaging the back of the head. And then on your next inhale, come back to center, placing the bottoms of the feet down. Take your right leg and cross it over your left thigh. So coming into this reverse pigeon pose. And then on your next inhale, pull your legs into your chest and interlace your hands around your calf. Breathe into the hip space. We hold so much tension in our hips as well. There's so many different muscles in our hips, our hip flexors, gluteus maximus, gluteus medius. So many different muscles and connective tissue. Doing various different types of hip openers. Allow all the muscles to lengthen and break open that connective tissue. Listening to the rising and falling of your breath. Connecting with all of your senses. So listening to your own breath, rising and falling. Feeling your eyeballs sink into the back of your skull. Notice any smells. Notice what your mouth is doing. Relaxing the jaw. Maybe noticing any taste. And keeping the neck long here. So try not to scrunch the neck. But notice you pull the chin to the back of the neck. Create space in the back of the neck. Try to keep the shoulders soft. On your next inhale, release the grip on the left leg, bringing the left foot back down to the mat and then extending it all the way down, pulling your right knee into your chest, wrapping your arms around your right knee, pulling it up towards your center points. And on your next inhale, releasing your right leg all the way down so both legs are extended. Keeping them extended here for just a moment. Breathing into the right hip and then the left. Noticing the difference in each hip. Noticing how the right feels compared to the left. And from here, bringing the bottoms of the feet to the mat, knees bent. Inhale your left leg up and then crossing it over your right thigh. Pulling your right thigh to your chest and then interlacing your hands around your right calf. Breathing into the left hip flexor and all the muscles in the left hip. Contracting the front of the pelvis and lengthening the backside muscles of the pelvis. On your next inhale, release the grip on the right leg, extending the right leg all the way down, pulling the left knee, interlacing the hands around the knee, around the leg, and then pulling it towards up and towards the midpoint of the body, giving it one last stretch. And on your next inhale, stretch your left leg all the way down. Both legs extended, and breathe into the hips, noticing how they feel. And then from here, start to lift yourself up. And we're going to come into a supported fish pose. So from here, you can grab your pillow. You can bring as much support if you want. If you have a bolster at home, feel free to use it. You can use a block if you have a block here between the shoulder blades. Using a pillow, you can stack even a blanket if you would like, bringing it to the bottom of your sit bones, to your sacral, and then slowly start to lower your back all the way down, opening the chest, opening the arms. You can keep the knees bent here. You can straighten the legs. You can even come into butterfly, but focusing on the opening of the chest. And if you would like to, if you don't have any props, you can even do a regular fish pose. This would be more advanced, depending where you are in your practice, of bringing your hands to your side and dropping the head back. Opening the chest. So coming in any variation you would wish to take. And then once you're there, breathing into the chest. Opening up the heart space. Feeling the expansion, the ribs, every inhale, with every exhale, settling in a little deeper. Feeling the opening of the heart space and the throat. If you sit at a computer or you spend your day looking down at your phone, this is a great reset to open up the front side body, to also connect the heart and throat chakra, which work very well together, to speak your truth. Staying with your breath. Bringing the breath up from the lower belly, expanding the rib cage, up to the heart, and then exhaling, slowly becoming empty. while you're in this position, I'm going to go ahead and do a breathing exercise with you. So we're going to be inhaling for 4 seconds, holding the breath for 2, and then exhaling for 5. So together, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath for 2, 3, and then exhale for 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Inhale on 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath for 2, 3. And then exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath for 2, 3. And exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing normally in through the nose, out through the nose. Notice any sensations, any tingling sensations, circulation in the body, and ease in the mind. And then on your next inhale, roll to either side, removing any sort of prop. Coming all the way down onto the back, pulling the knees into the chest, wrapping the knees, arms around the knees, rocking side to side. And then from here, we're going to bring our feet down as wide as the mat. Opening your arms up to a T. Inhale here. And then exhale, dropping the knees over to the right. Wide-legged knee down twist, aka perpendicular legs. Staying with the breath. Make sure you're relaxing the jaw. On your next inhale, bring the knees back up. Using your mind-body connection, lengthen the tailbone so the bottom, the low back connects with the mat. Inhale here, and then exhale, dropping the knees over to the other side. Bring the legs perpendicular to each other. Breathing into the right side body. And then on your next inhale, bring your knees back up to center, pulling the knees up to the chest, wrapping the arms around, rocking side to side. And then from here, placing the bottoms of the feet down, I'm going to do a slight bridge pose to reset the spine. So placing the palms of the hands down, the fingertips are pointed towards our heels. And then on your inhale, lift your hips. Slight engagement in the lower body. Coming into a baby bridge pose, keeping the neck long, chin to chest. And breathe. Take an inhale, and then on your exhale, one vertebrae at a time, slowly start to lower all the way down. Once the tailbone is down, pull the knees back into the chest. Wrap the arms around the knees, rocking side to side. And then coming back to center, releasing the legs, coming down to your final resting pose. Palms up for receiving. Feet are flopped open. Making sure the shoulders are away from the ears. The face is relaxed. Jawbone relaxed. brow relaxed. Feeling the rising and falling of the belly, while the arms slowly become heavier and heavier, and the legs become heavy. And while you do this body scan, noticing the body, going to go through a guided meditation. So just listening to the words and slowly start to drop in. The past is already gone and the future is yet to come. I am concentrating on being peaceful, happy, and free in this present moment. Now I'm concentrating on being aware of each breath. My attention on the breath is continuous. I follow the breath as it begins, and my abdominal starts to expand. I continue to pay attention as my abdominal rises and falls with each and every breath. I embrace my breath, all my care, my attention. I enjoy the rhythmic rise and fall of my abdominal. I enjoy staying in the here and the now. My mind keeps producing thoughts, and that is its nature. I do not follow the thoughts. I concentrate on my breath. I'm comfortable and at ease. With each breath, I let go of tension somewhere in the body and the mind. There are sensations in my body and I accept them. I am aware of my posture and I am aware of the rush of air around my nostrils as I breathe in. If there are sounds, I do not react to them. I just notice them and let them go. I continue to enjoy my breath peacefully. Start to deepen your breath. Bringing movement back to the fingers and the toes. And ankles and the wrists. And taking a deep breath and extending the arms overhead, pulling your feet and wrists in opposite directions, getting a nice long stretch. And then when you're ready, rolling onto either side to come back to the body. And then when you're ready, meeting me in a cross-legged seated position, bringing hands to heart, closing the eyes and bowing the head. Taking a deep breath in and then a deep breath out. Absorbing everything and thanking yourself for taking this time. Drop in and listen to the body and surrender. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste. Thank you.